So when we start reading Bhagavad Gita, more than reading, the more than understanding of reading Bhagavad Gita, when we hear to Bhagavad Gita, and especially when we young girls start applying Bhagavad Gita in our life, in spite of even telling applying Bhagavad Gita in our life, when we start sharing the points in our life, we will understand where are we trying to apply it, where are we not applying it. So Bhagavad Gita is a very easy scripture, but at the same time, it's very difficult to understand. So to have a right understanding, I hope we will all continue this 18 chapters. And to the end of the session, I can give you a promise that you will be able to get the proper understanding of Bhagavad Gita. Right? So let us move forward. So you see here a very beautiful family, right? There's a grandfather, so it's a nice family. You see this life journey. What is Bhagavad Gita is all about? What is there inside Bhagavad Gita? So inside Bhagavad Gita, there's so many things. The Upadeshas given by Krishna to Arjuna, and then there's Dhritarashtra talking, there's Sanjaya talking, Bhagwan talking, and Arjuna asking questions to Krishna. So if we see here, the whole Bhagavad Gita actually gives us a life journey. How should we live in this world? What is the way that we can live in this world? So I have a question for all of you. In our life, we go through so many joyful situations. At the same time, we also go through distressful situations, right? Joyful situations is we are very, very happy because we received something. And distressful is I've asked for something and I didn't receive it. And so I'm feeling very bad about it, right? So joyful, what is the definition of joyful? What is the definition of happiness? What is actual happiness, girls? So I have a poll for all of you all. So I think if you all can take a poll, see throughout the sessions we will be having polls so that if you all answer these polls, we can have a proper understanding. So I've started a poll. All of you can try answering. What type of happiness do you want? There are two questions here. Temporary, just for few months. Eternal, permanent, everlasting. So you all can keep answering this question. So what is joy? What is happiness? For example, today I go pray to the Lord. Oh Lord, I need something. For example, I go, I pray, I've given my exam today, I have to get 10 on 10, I have to become the state first ranker, please give me everything. And when the Lord gives it, you're so happy. You don't have any boundaries for your happiness. And when the Lord doesn't give it, you are so distressful. Why it is happening to me? Why only to me? Why not for others? Why I didn't get marks? I worked so hard. Why it didn't happen, right? Okay. Now the Lord is sanctioned. You have become rank one, top ranker of Telangana. Now, after becoming the top ranker of Telangana, is your joy limited? Is your happiness done there for this life? Are you happy?
No, Mataji.
No, we are not happy now again. Okay, I've become Telangana's top first ranker. Now I should join into my BTech or degree. And now in degree and BTech, I have to secure the best placement in the world so that I can earn so much. So every time what is happening? We're hankering for happiness. Hare Krishna, I request all of you all to mute yourself. Thank you. So we are always hankering for happiness. You see, today we get some joy, some happiness. We are actually not thankful for that. We still search for higher, higher, higher. We always search for higher taste. And where is the permanent happiness we are getting? Right? We're not getting any permanent happiness. Today, Krishna is sanctioning us something, we are happy. And tomorrow, Krishna is sanctioning, we will ask more. I need more so that I'll become much more happier. We keep asking more and more and more. We are not actually satisfied with the happiness that we get. Then what is permanent happiness? What is eternal happiness? Then what is everlasting happiness? Is my question to all of you. We all, this question is, what happiness do you want? What is the happiness that do you want? Is it temporary or permanent? We see there are telling 4 people temporary just for moments. It is so very true that in this material world, any happiness that we are getting, any happiness, today I get something, that happiness is not lasting. It is just for some moments in our life. That moment passes, again we need something else new for becoming much more happier. Again something new, again something new. It is continuing. We need something new to become happy. But what is everlasting happiness? What is eternal and what is permanent happiness? So I've seen, most of them wanting eternal, permanent, and everlasting. So if you can see the answer here, it's 96% of the people want eternal, permanent, and everlasting happiness, and 4% are telling temporary just for few moments. So let us dive in, like, what is temporary happiness and what is eternal happiness? How do we get the permanent happiness? What are the sources that we get into permanent happiness? I think you are able to see the poll here. I'm stopping it right now. Yeah. So moving into the next, here there's question, like, it's been, I think all of us are 20, 24, 25 years old, 18, 16 years old. Just think for a second now. Did you ever question yourself? Whom am I? Where am I? Who is God? What is the relationship with the God? What is the purpose of my life? Where did I come from? And why am I leaving this body? There is a birth, there is a death. And in between the birth and death, there are so many things happening. Did we ever question ourselves that what are the things happening? Did we ever question? Did we ever realize who is the real God? After death, where will I go? Is this my journey ending here? After my death, will I just my body being burnt and then later there is nothing? Is it ending or is it continuing? So many questions actually in a human life. So for these questions, I have another poll for you. You all can try answering another poll. Yeah. Give me a second, guys. Yeah, I'm giving the second poll to you. You all can try answering this question. Here, did any one of you have this question ever in this your mind? What question did you all have? Can I know what is the question that came into your mind ever? What is the purpose of my life? Who am I? Who is God? Where will I go after I die? Is it the same thing? My body is buried and I will not go anywhere. What is my relationship with God? Why everything is happening to me? Why all bad things are happening to me? Why not good things are happening to me? Why unfair treatment happens to me? Why not the world is fair to me? Such a big question. Did we ever think of it? That why? We are always hankering behind the time, the circle of time. We just run, get up early in the morning, run, go to schools, just simple. It's become very simple nowadays. Just because our parents were like this, we are living like this. And our generation is completely different from our parents' generation. Now our kids' generation will be much more completely different than our generation. But what? In between so many generation changes, in between so many things, did we ever question ourselves? Am I just running with this time? But what is my life? What is the purpose I am here? So I see 149 people doing it for 1 out of 195. I'm so happy to see this. So I'm just ending the poll here. So if you see the results, that most of you, the 31% people, 34% people have questioned that what is the purpose of my life? And 31% is telling why unfair treatments to me happen. See, all of us have realized at one point, no, who am I? I see 7% of people are telling whom am I. So here, who is God? See, there's so many realizations now, like who am I? Who is God? What is the purpose of my life? So now, for all these things, if we have to get solution for all these things, we have to hear to all the 18 chapters, because to all these questions you will get the answers. Who am I? Who is God? For each and every question, you will be able to get the answer. So now you're able to see Bhagavad Gita here and a doctor here. Anybody, any questions raising up why Bhagavad Gita, why doctor? Any relation with Bhagavad Gita and doctor?
Doctors cures our body,
Okay.
while Bhagavad Gita purifies our soul, I can say. Like,
Beautiful. So I'll just give you, see, you're able to see a book.
We trust in both
A
of the
human,
people.
yeah, you trust
Trust
both
in
of
both.
them. Okay. Okay. For me, it's very difficult to
doctor
trust
treats
them.
our body, Bhagavad Gita treats our
Life.
soul.
Thank you. So now, if we see here, there is a doctor, there is a human manual, that is Bhagavad Gita. So why it is called human manual, I'll tell you. But why here doctor is there, I'll just give an example, guys. Now there is a doctor here. Now I am very badly upset with my stomach, and then I am having a headache, I'm very tired, I'm not able to manage it at my house, and then I am prepared to go to doctor so that he will give me a prescription. So accordingly, if I take medicines, I will feel okay. Maybe all the symptoms in that body that I am having might reduce. All the things that I'm going through my body, I might, the things might get reduced. So I'm going to doctor. He gives me a prescription. I tell all my problems to him. He gives me a prescription. So as soon as he gives me a prescription, I go to a medical counter to the pharmacy to collect my medicines. So and now that person is telling me your bill for this medicine is 2,500 rupees. And I'll be like, for just vomiting, for just headache, the bill is 2,500 for 2 days medicine? No, no, no. I'll just call some of my friends and ask, Arey, when you have headache, what do you do? Can you let me know? And then they tell me, oh, this is very simple. Take this tablet and it'll be fine. There's nothing. You have to go to doctor and all. And now I don't trust the doctor. I take this the medicines given by my friends, and then I take that, and I take it for 2 days. It isn't reducing. It is becoming more. I'm not able to control it. Now, what has happened in this situation? If I would have trusted the doctor and taken the medicine that day, by today I would have been become cured. But I didn't trust him. Whom did I trust? I trusted the normal people, like how everybody go blindly. Why, in spite of that money, why, in spite of spending so much, I will just, why should I spend so much? It's like one medicine, it will reduce. We try to make our own things. We try. Why then? Why, when we try to make our own things, then why doctor? Then we can make cure of everything. Not only, doctor, we can cure everything. Why doctor do we need? Because he has studied, he knows about body. I have not studied. I've studied my bachelor's. I don't know about the body. But the doctor has studied about the body and he knows my problems and he will be able to give me the right medicine. In the same way, girls, in today's world, it has become so good fashion that we go through so many things in our life. Kama, Krodha, Moha, Mada, Matsalya. We have so many things in our brain, in our heart. We go through so many situations, but we don't find answers for those situations. We try to depend on others. We have the prescription, we have the solutions, we have everything, but we still try to depend on others. In today's world, in our old scriptures, everything is given. The whole Vedic knowledge is given. About the history, it is spoken about the health. If you go to Ayurvedic medicine, everything is spoken in that. But today, if there is a scientist, and if that scientist is coming and discovering something new, we believe him. Oh, Krishna, he is something, find it so new. Yes, if somebody is talking about coronavirus, and that virus was already mentioned in our books, telling that there is a virus will be coming in which will be affecting the whole humanity. When it came, until it came, we didn't believe those books, isn't it? So we don't believe. We believe this, manual things that are happening around. But girls, until today, this Bhagavad Gita has been just people just do offer a flower, put it in a showcase or in the puja room. That's it. But the solution for everything, the prescription of our life is there in this book. Like how the prescription of our bodily viruses are given by the doctor. If we take that medicine, we have a cure. In the same way, this book has the solution for everything in our life. But what do? We don't even open it. We just keep it in the puja room and do puja. Then how will we get solutions in our life? Then how will we understand, okay, this is the problem that I'm going through and this is the solution. And if I apply this, it'll be much more better. But we don't do that, right? We just keep it there. But from today, let us all practically listen to it and also try applying it in our life. So, what is going to happen? The prescription the doctor is given to us will work to our body. In the same way, to all the problems that we are going through, the solutions are there in this Bhagavad Gita. And all the solutions we will learn through this 18 chapters of Bhagavad Gita. Okay, so moving forward, since we are starting our chapter 1 today, let us all pray to Shri Shri Radha Madan Mohan that may he bless all of us with good energy, good understanding, good time, so that all of us will join in the class and give us the right understanding of the Bhagavad Gita. So let's all pray to the Lord and chant Hare Krishna once. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Now we have taken the blessings of the Lord, and let us move forward to understanding the chapter 1 of Bhagavad Gita, which is titled as Observing the Armies on the Battlefield of Kurukshetra. So if you see here in Bhagavad Gita, totally we have 18 chapters, where again these 18 chapters are subdivided into three things, that is Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, and Jnana Yoga. So it is divided into three things, and these three things which are divided are from chapter 1 to 6, 6 to 13, and 13 to 18 chapters. So the first 6 chapters talk about Karma Yoga. So let us all understand what is Karma Yoga. And these 18 chapters, the 700 shlokas have been spread into this 18 chapters. So if we move forward, if we see what is there in chapter 1, when it is telling about observing the armies in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, it is titled like that. So here are the 4 different things that are happening in chapter 1. The first thing is battlefield. Second thing is signs of victory for Pandavas. Third thing is causeless mercy of Lord Shri Krishna. Fourth thing is Arjuna's reluctance to fight. So we will see these 4 things in the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So if we see here, battlefield. In battlefield, what is going to happen? Here we will be learning about Dhritarashtra's mood, about the soldiers, and about Duryodhana's mood, who is the son of Dhritarashtra. So if we see here, Dhritarashtra Uvacha, that means Dhritarashtra is talking. Dhritarashtra Uvacha, Dharmakshetre Kurukshetre Samaveta Yuyutsavaha Mamakam Pandavaschaiva Kim Akurvata Sanjaya. So here it is so, Dhritarashtra is asking Sanjaya. So even before we start with the whole thing about what is Dhritarashtra's mood, what is Duryodhana's mood, who are the soldiers and what is happening, let us just get into a little bit of the past. Who is Dhritarashtra and why this Kurukshetra Yuddha is happening? Just a brief, most of you might know, but I'll just give you a brief. If you see now, Dhritarashtra and Pandu Maharaj are both brothers. Dhritarashtra and Pandu. Dhritarashtra is having 100 sons, they are Kauravas, and Pandu Maharaj is having 5 sons, they are Pandavas. If we see, Dhritarashtra is the eldest son of Kuru dynasty, and the Pandu Maharaj is the second son of the Kuru dynasty. So everywhere we see the first son would be the king of the dynasty, right? But here we see Dhritarashtra is blind. Since Dhritarashtra is blind, Dhritarashtra is not only blind that he doesn't have eyesight, but he's also blind through his brain. But we will understand why Dhritarashtra is called blind through his brain also. So if we see Dhritarashtra is blind, so now for the society, for the good of the society, for the good welfare of the society, the king family is body. If the younger father is dead, and then there is an elder father here now, and if what is the responsibility of Dhritarashtra? Dhritarashtra has to take care of Pandavas also, right? As a elderly father, he has to take care of both Kauravas and Pandavas equally. But what Dhritarashtra is doing here, you see here clearly he's telling, oh Sanjaya, after my sons, he's telling my putra, and the sons of Pandu, he's telling his putra. A king is actually told to be equal to everybody. He has to treat the people in his kingdom also equally. But here, he's so clearly discriminating that the sons of Pandu and my sons have assembled there. So you see the cunning mindset of Dhritarashtra. See the indiscriminate affection that he's showing to his sons, Duryodhana and his sons, and he's not showing to Pandavas. So what is the life lesson here about indiscriminate affection is that? You see, we have so many people in our life, right? We have so many people. One day we will be a mother, one day we will have kids, and today we are the daughter of our parents. We are having so many affections with so many people, but you just tell me, we do show indiscriminate affection, yes or no? Do we show the indiscriminate affection or no?
Yes, Mataji. Yes, Mataji.
Yes. With
Yes.
our parents, we are different. With our elderly people of the family, we are different. With our brother, we are different. We have so many indiscriminations. At the same time, a mother also has a lot of discrimination. What she does, if her son is doing a mistake, if her daughter is doing a mistake, what will she do? She will try to cover up, right? Just because a mother's daughter and son, because they are her children, she will try to cover it up. If the father is coming and trying to punish them, the mother is going and telling, you cannot punish them, my son or my daughter is not, it's not done any mistake. So it's an indiscriminate affection that we show. That is, it is clearly shown here. Blind affection for our children could end up causing them the greatest harm. See now, Dhritarashtra is showing so much blind affection to Duryodhana and the Kauravas. He is not at all showing the affection to Pandavas. He is not at all even thinking that Pandavas are also my sons. The kingdom also belongs to them. He is not stopping Duryodhana from the Kurukshetra Yuddha. He is encouraging the Kauravas to go fight so that you will get the kingdom. So much indiscrimination. If you see in our Bhagavad Gita, when Duryodhana has done many, many, many mistakes, but not even for one mistake Duryodhana was punished. He has done a mistake where he has burnt of a palace where Kunti and Pandavas were there. But still, Vidura, the personal secretary, the minister of the Kauravas, Dhritarashtra, he has gone and protected them. Even after it was identified that was done by Duryodhana, Duryodhana was not punished. Whereas Kauravas had to go to the Vanvas, they had to be there in the forest for 14 years. So this is the indiscriminate affection that was shown by Dhritarashtra to the Kauravas and Pandavas. And partiality, he was always partial towards his kids. He was only wanting the Duryodhana and his kids to win the Kurukshetra Yuddha, to take up the kingdom, to enjoy everything. He never let them, go through any pain. So always Dhritarashtra was indiscriminate in affection, partiality, and doubt. Doubt, I will clarify you in next thing. Why are they doubtful? But this both thing, indiscriminate affection and partiality, do we all want that mood of Dhritarashtra? What
No.
will cause? What will happen if we have a mood of Dhritarashtra? There will be a cause of vinasham. Because just because Dhritarashtra had that mood, the Kurukshetra Yuddha started. If Dhritarashtra would have corrected Duryodhana and Kauravas day one, telling this is your mistake and you cannot do this, for sure, all these things would have not happened. Just because Dhritarashtra's cunning mind, indiscrimination, affection, and partiality, it led to Kurukshetra war and he killed his whole 100 sons by himself just because of his nature. So, do we all need that mood which will kill our surroundings? No, right?
No, Mataji.
Yeah. So, if you see here in Bhagavad Gita 1.9 and 1.10, there are two purports. Anybody who wants to read this translation, girls, which is there in English, can raise your hand. Harshita Madji, you can please read. Harshita Mataji?
There are many other heroes who are prepared to lay down their lives for my sake. All of them are well equipped with different kinds of weapons and are all experienced in military science. Our strength is immeasurable and we are perfectly protected by grandfather Bhishma, whereas the strength of the Pandavas, carefully protected by Bhima, is limited.
See, Thank you so much, Harshita Mataji. See how it is explained the mood of Duryodhana here. We saw the mood of Dhritarashtra, because of which the whole Kurukshetra Yuddha started. Now we see the mood of Duryodhana. See how the mood of Duryodhana is. He is just telling there are many other heroes who are prepared to lay down their lives for my sake. Heroes, there is Karna, there's so many heroes, they're just prepared to lay down their life for my sake. He's not even worried for them. He's not even telling just because so many people have come for me, I have to fight hard so that we can win the kingdom. He's just boasting out that he has so many people to lie down his lives. All of them were well equipped with kinds of weapons or experienced military science. So now he is telling that I have many men around me who can, kill themselves for my sake, and there's so many super military people with me. Our strength is immeasurable, and we are perfectly protected by grandfather Bhishma. What is he doing here, guys? What is he doing? Duryodhana actually started comparing. People can lay down for myself. I have Bhishma Dev who's protecting me, whereas Pandavas don't have anybody. Their protection is limited. They only have Bhima. He started comparing. When do we start comparing things?
When we are scared?
When we are scared, yeah. When we are scared, we start comparing things. For example, today I've got my good marks, and I am okay having good marks with me, but we still try to compare. No, if I go home, my mother will ask me, how much marks did your friends get? So if he has got more than me, we will start getting scared, no? Or you have to tell my mom that he got 20 and I only got 15 marks, and now she will blast me. So we are scared now. We will start comparing with our friends, yes or no? So now Bhishma Dev was also scared. Duryodhana is also scared. He started panicking. So because he started panicking, he started comparing. What is there with me? What is there not there with Pandavas? What is not there with Pandavas? What is there with me? You see here, he is comparing what I have and what I don't have. So he is telling here, I have Dronacharya, I have Bhishma Mahapita, I have Karna, I have Kripacharya, I have Ashwatthama, Vikarna. I have very great people in my Akshokani. And I have 11 big armies. But you see, Pandavas are only having 7 armies. Otherwise, very small. Their their potencies are limited. He's telling the potencies are limited. He's telling that you see, they're very small people. Abhimanyu, there's very Upapandavas, the sons of Pandus. They're very little people. So their potential is very limited. So he started comparing because he got scared. But what was his mood? When we see this is the count of the Akshogni Sainyas that were given to Kauravas and Pandavas. But when you see here, what is Duryodhana's mindset? What is he thinking about? Isn't he selfish here? Isn't he selfish here? Right? He's selfish, telling that there are people to lay down lives for me, but he's not thinking they have come for me to fight. I have to protect them. I have to protect them. I have to take care. No, he's not thinking like that. He has become so selfish. And he has so much pride now. He's comparing it with everybody. He's comparing it with Pandavas, and he's having so much pride now. What is he thinking? That they have only 7, I have 11 Akshoknis. I am very big. My army is very big. I can just defeat him very easily. Destroying others for our survival is unrighteous act. Neither human power nor money will give us success. Only dharma can give us success. See how beautifully it is told. Just because we have to win, when we have a mindset, just because I have to win, just because me, mine, everything that I have to win, the survival of around us is getting destroyed. Neither we have money, neither we have power, we will get success. How we will get success is just by following dharma. And now if I take about dharma, there is actually a lot that we have to get in that, to understand what is dharma. So in further chapters, we will also understand what is dharma. But before that, do we need Dhritarashtra's mind, Duryodhana's mindset now?
No, Mataji.
No,
No, right?
Mataji.
We
No,
have
Mataji.
Duryodhana's mindset. What is going to happen? People around us are destroyed. We become so self-prided. We become so selfish. We always think about ourselves, me, mine, I am the hero, I am most beautiful, things around me, people around me, and never cared. So when we have this mindset of Duryodhana, it is very difficult to survive. So this is a life lesson that Duryodhana is teaching us. And now, if we have seen what is the mood of Dhritarashtra, what is the mood of Duryodhana, and if we see Duryodhana didn't even care about his soldiers, right? He was just defining that I have so many armies. He never cared about his soldiers and protecting about his soldiers. But now, the third part of this chapter we will be saying is that signs of victory for Pandavas. What are the signs that Pandavas will win? So now always there is a comparison that happens. No, before even we write our exam, we just go through thinking, what do you think? Do we get? Will we get this question or we will not get this question? Do you think it's important or no? So what happens, girls? Before night, we will be studying the day before night. You feel when you're studying, oh, this is not important question. This will not come in exam. Let me study other question. But that question pops up in the exam. What will be our mood as soon as that question pops up in the exam, which we have not studied?
We will get disappointed.
Arey, yeah, it was there. I just only saw the question. I didn't see the answer. So we start comparing. What is there? Why I didn't study this? I missed this. Because I missed this, I was not able to give the best in my exam. So in the same way, what are the signs that Kauravas will win or Pandavas will win? Now, if I would have studied that answer, I would have written it in the exam. Just because I didn't study that, I couldn't give a right answer in the exam. The same way, what are the signs of victory for Pandavas that they will win the Kurukshetra Yuddha? So here it's clearly told. Anybody who wants to read this, girls? Yes, Saujanya Mataji.
सघोषोधार्तराष्ट्राणां हृदयानि व्यधारयत् नभश्च पृथिवीं चैकूलो व्यनुनादयन्.
The blowing of these different conches became uproarious, vibrating both in the sky on the earth. It shattered the hearts of the sons of Dhritarashtra. So it is told, girls, that as the Yuddha starts, we do blow a conchal. So when the conchals of Kauravas were blown, they felt because of their conchals, the whole world is shaken. But actually, when the actual heroes, that is Pandavas, when they blew the conch shell, it is told the earth shattered. The sons of Dhritarashtra were shattered. They all got scared just by hearing to the sound of the conch shell. They all were scared. Not even the Yuddha started. Just with the conch shell sound, the whole Dhritarashtra and Dhritarashtra Sainya, that is the army, was just shattered. They were shivering with the sound of the conch shells of Krishna, Arjuna, and other Pandavas. So, what are the signs of victory that here it is defining is what are the signs that Pandavas will win this Kurukshetra Yuddha? So here it is telling the divine conscious. So as soon as we just discussed that, as soon as the Pandavas blew the conches, they were all just shivering. They were shattered. The second thing is that Hanuman on Arjuna's flag. There's a very beautiful pastime for this, Hanuman on Arjuna's flag. Why did Hanuman even come on Arjuna's flag, is Arjuna's chariot? Is that there's a very nice pastime that one day Arjuna will be going to a walk through a very big ocean. So when he was going through a walk through a very big ocean, there he finds a vanara, that is a monkey coming in the opposite direction. So when they're just moving on and then vanara is coming, then Arjuna questions now, Are in Treta Yuga, why did they even build the whole road for Sri Lanka, the whole bridge with stones? Why can't they build with the arrows? Lord Ramachandra is the greatest archer in the world, in the universe. He could just put on his bow and his archers, all the arrows would have formed the biggest bridge. Why didn't they do that? And he questions this Vanara. Why didn't you do that? Why couldn't you just put an arrows of a bridge and you could move? No, why you had to go to the mountain, bring those stones, and then arrange that stones and make it a bridge? And then now Vanara tells, okay, you feel we didn't do it, no? Why don't you try it? So the Vanara tells this to Arjuna. And now Arjuna tells, do you think I cannot do it? It's very easy for me. I am the best bower in this archer in this whole world right now. It's just a second for me. And then Arjuna takes it and he just gives up his all the bows, and there is a one big bridge formed. And then now Arjuna tells, see how beautiful the bridge is formed, and it's very easy. Just with one bow I could do it. It's very easy to go. And then the Vanara tells, okay, is it that very easy? Okay, let me take one step on it. And now the Vanara takes one step on it, and he takes a step telling Jai Sri Ram, and he puts his leg. And as soon as he puts his leg, the whole bridge of bows is being broken. Arjuna is shocked. How come? How come this is happening? My bridge, like I've given this with bows. I am the most powerful. How can this break? So what happens? The Vanara tells, okay, do it for the second time. And now Vanara is trying to do it for the second time. Arjuna is doing it for the second time. And the second time also the Vanara does this. Jai Sri Ram, and he puts up his leg on that. Again, the whole bridge is broken down. And then Arjuna and the Vanara are having a conversation. How is this possible? How will it break? It is impossible. I am the best person who can build the bridge. And how is it possible? Who are you? Just one step it is breaking down. What is happening? So both of them are having a conflict. They're having an argument, the Vanara and the Arjuna. And now there comes a sage, where that sage is telling, the sage who comes is telling, now you try Arjuna. I think you can win. So now what happens the third time after the sage comes, he tries, he puts all the arches in a row building a bridge. And now the Vanara tells Jai Sri Ram, and he puts his leg on that. It didn't break. The bridge is so strong now. And then Hanuman is now he's like, the Vanara is like, how come? I am the most powerful. One leg of mine can break the mountains, and why this isn't breaking? So now the Vanara takes up his original position as Hanuman. So we all know Hanuman is the most strongest, right? When he wants to become small, he'll become small and go to Mother Sita in Lanka. And he wants to become big, he'll become big and burn the whole Lanka. It's very easy for Hanuman. That powerful person, he's not able to break the bridge. Now the second time he takes his original form and puts his big leg telling Jai Sri Ram on the bridge of arrows. It is still the same. It is not even shaking. Now Hanuman is shocked. How come this is happening? And now Hanuman bends his head down and looks. And when he bends his head down and looks into the water, Hanuman sees Lord Ramachandra putting his two hands like this and carrying the whole bridge of arrows on his, shoulders. And Hanuman started crying. How could I do this big aprad? Putting my leg on Lord Ramachandra, putting the leg on my Lord, how did I do this big aprad? And now seeing Hanuman crying, Arjuna is seeing. Why is he crying? Now Arjuna also bends down and he sees. And when he bends down and he sees, he finds Krishna. For Hanuman, he's looking like Ramachandra. For Arjuna, he's looking like Krishna. I know, Arjuna started crying. Oh, how could I do this? How could I even have a competition with such great Mahabali Hanuman? And then, both of them are crying now. And the Lord comes out from the bridge and tells, I never want my devotees to have conflicts. My devotees are very, very, very dear to me. I will never like my devotees having conflicts with each other. And then Hanuman tells, yes, it is not that we had to have the fight. And then Hanuman tells, Lord Ramachandra tells that, you go help Arjuna in the Kurukshetra war. And when Lord Ramachandra tells this, Ramachandra, if I go, the whole Kauravas will be smashed in just 1 second. For me, it's just 1 second of work. But that isn't right. But there is a lot to be taught in this Kurukshetra. So what I will do is, I will just become the energy of Arjuna. I will stand on his chariot. I will give him the whole energy. That is why Hanuman's flag is there on the chariot of Arjuna, which is the sign that the Mahabali is there with Arjuna. That is also one of the sign that Pandavas will win. And then here if we see Sri Mahalakshmi, where will be Sri Mahalakshmi there, girls?
Vishnu's heart.
Wherever Vishnu is there, right? Wherever Vishnu is there. So no, Vishnu is on whose part? Is there on Pandava's part. So wherever Krishna is there, that is Mahavishnu is there, Mahalakshmi is there. So the fortune also is there with them. The good fortune, Mahalakshmi is also there in the side of Pandavas. And we see we have Agni Dev's chariot and it is Dharma Kshetra. Dharma Kshetra means it is a Kshetra where only Dharma will win, not Adharma. So who are Dharmic here? The Pandavas are Dharmic. So this is another sign that they will win. So these are the different signs of victory that Pandavas will win. And the biggest sign of victory is Shri Krishna. Just because Shri Krishna is there behalf of the Pandavas, for sure the Pandavas army will win. Why? How will for sure the Pandavas army will win? And why did even Pandavas select the army of, why did even they select Krishna but not Narayani Sena? Actually, here if you see this picture, it is very beautiful that is Dhritarashtra, this Duryodhana, and there is Arjuna. So if you see, actually, the Lord is so very nicely relaxing. And now first Duryodhana goes to Krishna. And as soon as Duryodhana goes to Krishna, Krishna is sleeping. So Duryodhana thinks, in spite I disturb him, better I wait. So Duryodhana does, why should I sit down? I have a nice chair here. So what he does, he goes and sit near the head of Sri Krishna. And then Arjuna comes next. When Arjuna comes next, as soon as he sees the Lord, he's become so humble and he takes the seat at the lotus feet of the Lord. Now he takes the seat of the lotus feet of the Lord. So as soon as we open our eyes, girls, where will we see? Will we see up, left, and right? No. We will directly see what is there in front of us. So as soon as the Lord opened his eyes, he could see Arjuna sitting with so much humbleness in front of Krishna. And Duryodhana is sitting on the head, near the head of Krishna. Now, as soon as he sees Arjuna and Duryodhana, he asks, why are you both sitting here? And then they tell, you know that we are going to have Kurukshetra Yuddha. We have come to inform you this and we have one thing that to be asked from you. How will you support us? So like this, Duryodhana starts talking and then Krishna tells, okay, I'll give you two options. The first option is I have the whole Narayani Sena, which is the biggest Sena in the whole universe. Second thing is me. I will not take any weapons. I will not, fight in the war. I will just be there by helping with my words. I will just talk. I will not take up the swords. So as soon as Krishna tells this, the first chance actually it should be given to Duryodhana because Duryodhana came. But due to many different criteria, like Arjuna is the youngest child, and then Krishna, as soon as he opened his eyes, he sees Arjuna. So he gives the first chance asking it to Arjuna. Arjuna, do you want the Narayani Sena or do you want me? Who will not do anything but just give suggestions. So Arjuna actually could pick up the Narayani Sena. But Arjuna doesn't pick up Narayani Sena. He's very talented. He knows where the Lord is there the victory is there. So he tells, I just need you. I don't need the Narayani Sena. I don't need any armies. I just need your support. And Dhritarashtra laughs out so loudly. He tells, you fool. You don't even know what to opt. You got the first chance. I was just tense that you will take up Narayani Sena. You took up Krishna, who cannot even take up the sword, who cannot even fight, who will only talk. You believe this person? Okay, Krishna, I am taking up the Narayani Sena. And Duryodhana tells this to Krishna, and Krishna gives a promise to him, telling that I am going to give you the Narayani Sena. Duryodhana doesn't even think for a while. Why did Arjuna ask Krishna? Why not Narayani Sena? What is he doing? He had so much illusion that he couldn't even understand why did Arjuna pick up Krishna. And then he leaves that place with so much happiness that he got Narayani Sena. Now Duryodhana is completely well packed for the Yuddha, telling that I have everything around me now. I have Narayani Sena, I have Dronacharya, I have Karna, I have the strongest Bhishma Dev. So he is empowered with the whole energy that he's not able to understand why did even Arjuna pick up Krishna. And then later, as soon as Duryodhana leaves, Krishna asks Arjuna, why did you select me, my dear Arjuna? Why didn't you select somebody? Why didn't you take up Narayani Sena? He tells Krishna, wherever you are there is victory. And you know, girls, why it is told the causeless mercy of Shri Krishna? Why it is told it is causeless mercy? It's because, you see, Krishna agreed to become the charioteer of Arjuna. So in the Yuddha, the charioteer will have to go through many things. They will leave the bows, and the bows will be coming and poking Krishna. And then, you know, during the Yuddha, Arjuna cannot tell go left, go right, because by the time he tells left and right, Arjuna would be choked up. So Arjuna used to kick Krishna with his leg, telling go. You know, he used to kick with left leg on left shoulder. Krishna used to turn left. Right leg with right shoulder. Krishna used to turn, turn right as a charioteer. So this tells that a person will be humble. The Lord Himself will surrender unto him. See, it's told, O infallible one, please draw my chariot between the two armies so that I may see those present here who desires to fight and with whom I must contend in this great trail of armies. So Arjuna is telling this to Krishna. So now see how humbly that Krishna comes to his devotees. When his devotees surrender unto him, Krishna will always come to his devotees. See, it's so beautifully told. The lesson here for uh, Krishna coming and surrendering unto Arjuna, for becoming the charioteer of Arjuna, is just because Arjuna's humbleness and devotion. Just because of Arjuna's devotion, Krishna became the charioteer of Arjuna. The biggest lesson here that we would learn is Raki Krishna Mare Krishna Rake ke. So if we seek Lord's help, He will for sure protect us. He will give us complete causeless mercy to us. But when we don't ask for the protection of the Lord, like how Duryodhana went away with only the Narayani Sena, with only the luxury that he wanted, the army that he wanted, but he didn't ask the protection of the Lord, he didn't ask the protection of the Lord. So you see, the Lord is so sweetly telling, you seek my protection, you be humble, you just pray for me, I will protect you. Think of me, I will protect you. So beautifully, Krishna is, here it is told that you seek Lord's help and He will protect us from all the evil things that are happening around us. So now, if we see, we have seen the most important three parts, that is the mood of Dhritarashtra, the mood of Duryodhana, the battlefield, and we have seen that causeless mercy of Krishna. And now if we see it's Arjuna's reluctance to fight. Now the whole Yuddha is started and the mood of Dhritarashtra is like that, the mood of Duryodhana is like this, and Krishna's causeless mercy that he has come to the Sena, he has come towards Pandavas and then he's supporting Pandavas. But now Arjuna is reluctant to fight. Why did even Arjuna become so reluctant to fight? What was the problem for Arjuna to fight? It came until the Kurukshetra Yuddha. But what was the problem that Arjuna couldn't fight here? See, it is told in the shloka. Alas, how strange it is that we are preparing to commit grateful sin acts, driven by the desire to enjoy royal happiness. We are intent on killing our own kinsmen. Arjuna is telling, are we going to commit a very big aprad? See how strange it is. I am going to fight with my own brothers. So Arjuna started thinking like this. Why did Arjuna start thinking like this? Because he has compassion in his heart. Because Arjuna has so much compassion to the humanity. Arjuna tells Krishna, they are my brothers. He's my tata, that is my grandfather, is Bhishma Mahapita. Dronacharya is our guru. How can we go fight with our guru, with our grandfather, and how can we even kill our brothers, and how can we even see the blood flowing in this Kurukshetra? And after winning the Kurukshetra Yuddha with our brothers, with the only blood, how do we think we can be happy sitting in the kingdom? So he starts questioning Krishna like this. He starts thinking about himself like this. How come we have come to this stage? How can we kill our own people? How can we be happy even after killing our own people? How can we survive seeing their blood? So he becomes so compassionate that Arjuna thinks of about his friends and relatives. See, just because now between the fight between me and my brothers, there are so many armies. There's so many army men die in this Kurukshetra Yuddha. When there's so many men dying in this Yuddha, what is the position of the family? What is going to happen to their family? Who is going to take care of the family? The mother, the children, The wife, who's going to take care? So Arjuna starts thinking all this. It is going to become the destruction of the whole society. This yuddha, this Kurukshetra yuddha is going to become the destruction of the whole society, is because the family culture is gone. When there is no men to take care of the family, you know the situations. There will be another man interrupting into the family. There will be many things happening. No food, no life. The whole destruction of the society is going to happen, and the destruction of his own blood relatives is going to happen. So Arjuna completely is become confused now. He's reluctant to fight. He doesn't want to fight with anybody. And now he tells, what should I do? If I win, I know we will win, but after winning, what is going to happen? Will I be happy? What is the use of winning this and or winning the whole three worlds without a proper people next to me? So, and he had a fear of sin. If I kill my own guru, if I kill my own grandfather, what sin, what big karma will come into our life? So all these questions were running in Arjuna's mind, and he was worried to fight. Now, in second chapter, we will see each and every answer given by Krishna to Arjuna for each and every question that he asks about how can I kill my own relatives, and what is the gain, what will I gain by killing my own brothers, and after gaining something I will not be happy just by seeing their blood. I will be sitting in the kingdom. So for all these questions that Arjuna is asking, Krishna will be answering in the next chapter. But you see how beautiful it is, how beautiful Arjuna's mindset is, how beautiful Arjuna's mind is. See how beautiful his mood is. He tells, one who acts in a way so as to not inflict any harm to others are the only ones to receive complete grace of the Lord and all the success in life. See how beautifully it is told that if we think of our surroundings, if we think of not harming people around us, not harming creatures around us, if we think this, the Lord's mercy will always be there. So now whose mindset should we carry, girls? Should we carry Dhritarashtra, Duryodhana, or Arjuna's mindset?
Arjuna.
Yeah, no, I don't want to carry Arjuna's mindset because I cannot become Dhritarashtra and encourage all the family members to go kill each other, and I cannot become Duryodhana for the destruction of the whole army. I can only be Arjuna, thinking that I cannot commit any mistakes. I just want the shelter of the Lord. If I want to receive the shelter of the Lord, I cannot harm others. I have to be compassionate. It is very difficult to become compassionate in this Kali Yuga, actually. It's very difficult to be compassionate, to be loving, to be caring, to giving protection to others in Kali Yuga. It's very difficult. But just by not harming others, we will have the grace of the Lord. So this is the biggest life lesson we should have, that we should always carry compassion, love in our heart, not anger, not greed, not any other, this all this things, kama, krodha, moha, mada, matsalya in our heart. We only have to carry compassion, love towards other creatures in our heart. Then the Lord's protection is always with us. So here we might just have a question that why Bhagavad Gita was spoken to Arjuna? Why not Krishna could give it directly? Why all this? Now, since see how Arjuna has a question is in his mind, no? Girls, we will just complete it in another 1 minute. I request all of you to stay back because today is the first day, there is a delay, but we will make sure from today we will sharply close it as 9. So if you see that why Krishna only had spoken Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna, why only Arjuna here heard it? Why couldn't be Krishna without this Kurukshetra Yuddha, without all this dharma, adharma, this fights, the blood? Why without all this Krishna could give us Bhagavad Gita directly? Why Krishna had to do so much? Is because our minds are so mundane, girls. We will not understand. And Krishna could give us the scriptures directly. Just because we are so mundane, we will not understand. It should be enacted and showed. And Krishna is not only telling this to Arjuna, it is this whole Leela, this whole Kurukshetra is created for us, actually. This whole Leela done by Krishna, the whole Kurukshetra war is for us, for our humanity, that we have to protect Dharma. We have to walk on the path of Dharma. So Krishna is performing a Leela. He's just performing a Leela by directly giving it to Arjuna. But through Arjuna, we are all Arjunas questioning Krishna. And Krishna is answering all of us to all the difficulties that we are going in our life. So it is so beautiful that Krishna is delivering us such a beautiful message through Arjuna, and the answers are given through Arjuna to all of us. So we should always be so thankful that we are born in this Bharatavarsha, that is, we are born in this India where all the lords have taken birth here, Ramachandra, Krishna, everybody who have taken birth here and performed Leelas to make us, give us the good understanding of what is Dharma. So we all are very, very blessed to be born in India, especially in a place where the Dharma, the everything is respected. So here ends the chapter 1, and in chapter 2 we will be seeing many other things, like every question that Arjuna has asked, Krishna will be answering Arjuna in this chapter 2. So hope this session was understandable for all of you, the chapter 1. You can give me feedbacks. Was I too quick? Was I too slow? Or any feedback you can give me. And if you have any questions also, you can ask me, girls. So even before we start with the question, even before we go with the questions, we will just see what we learned today. So what we learned today: battlefield, the Drashtra's mood, the soldiers, the Duryodhana's mood we learned, and then the signs of victory of Pandavas because of conches, Krishna's presence, Hanuman on the flag, chariot, and Mahalakshmi, the fortune is on their side. And how is causeless mercy of the Lord Krishna is given to us? Just by the service. Just you be humble, you seek the protection of the Lord will come to serve his devotees. And Arjuna's reluctance to fight. He was thinking about people, the community, his brothers. He was very tender hearted. He was scared that he might commit sins. So there's so many criteria why Arjuna wanted to give up on the battle. So all this will be answered in the next chapter, that is chapter 2. So in the initial stage we saw, no, who am I? In the second slide we answered, right? Who am I? Why am I here? What is the purpose? So some of the questions also will be answered in the second chapter. Okay, so hope you all liked today's session. You all can give me feedbacks. At the same time, any questions you can ask me.
Mataji, can you share the PDF of this session?
Hare Krishna Yamini Mataji, so sorry. We will not be able to share the PPT because of some criteria. But when we are taking the sessions, you can still take the screenshots.
When everyone
But
know
we
that
will give Yes, Akshay Mataji.
when everyone know that Krishna, where Krishna will be, there we have victory. Why did they choose the people?
Why did they choose Narayani Sena?
Yeah, exactly.
Because Duryodhana was blind. He just had his eyes, but he was blind. He thought Narayani Sena is the biggest Sena in universe. So just because he thought it is the biggest Sena, I will have double the army than the Pandavas. Pandavas will have just 7 Akshohinis. I will have 11 Akshohinis. So he's brave. He was just seeing the amount of army that he wanted, but he didn't see the energy and the power if Krishna is there on his side. So Duryodhana was blind. He didn't know if Krishna is there towards him, the victory will come towards him. Only Arjuna was opening his eyes. He knew if Arjuna knew if Krishna is on my side, I don't need Narayani Sena or I don't need any biggest Sena in this world. So Duryodhana was blind even having his eyes. Could you please explain calf analogy slide incomplete? Yeah, that is just an analogy that is given as, the Lord giving us the nectar, how the cow milk is a nectar for our body, which gives us more proteins, more nutrition. Bhagavad Gita is nectar for all of us. So once we start drinking that nectar, we start becoming purified. Once we start understanding and practically putting in our life, we will start becoming purified. Any other questions?
Why did
Hare
Hanuman?
Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
So.
Shravani Manji, could you please mute yourself? Yeah. Yes,
So
Naveen.
Mataji, can you repeat this sloka like twice?
Shloka?
The Sanskrit slokas.
The
The
first shloka
Sanskrit
that I read.
slokas, can you repeat it twice? Yes, yes.
In the PPT, is it repeated twice?
No, she's asking to repeat the slokas twice when you are explaining, Mataji.
Okay, sure. We will do it from the next class. Okay?
Yeah, Mataji,
We
thank
will
you.
do it from the next class.
Yeah.
Thank you. So, any other questions? Did you all like the session? Did you all understand?
Mataji.
Was it too quick?
Hare Krishna
Yes,
Mataji.
yes. Hare Krishna.
If I always have a doubt since childhood, if Krishna is supreme, then and the universe is our whole family, then why did he divided us into religions?
I think you will get the answer of this question when we are coming towards the 16th or 17th chapter. Because as I told you, it is a very depthful knowledge. There's a lot to understand in, the Bhagavad Gita. So slowly, since we have just started today, I will for sure answer your question, Mataji. Why? Why have we departed? Why have we come away from Krishna? When Krishna knows that, it is why he has done this. But remember, Krishna has not done that. We have done it ourselves. So Krishna has not done this. We have done it ourselves. But for sure, you will get the answer towards the 16th or 17th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. Is that fine? Can we wait until then?
Yes, Mataji. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay. Hare Krishna Maji, sometimes I think why everyone except to be good from my side only. No one understands me. That's why I joined this. I want to know what should I do. How to forget the past, why our loved ones make us upset. See now, in the same dilemma Arjuna is also there in. What is in the dilemma Arjuna is in? He's always thinking, how can I hurt my loved ones? They are my brothers. Why will I hurt them? So Krishna is answering all these questions in the second chapter. So Mataji, Neetu Mataji, I will answer this question for sure tomorrow. So please copy this question and paste it tomorrow. I will for sure answer this question tomorrow. Maybe before even I answer the question tomorrow, you will get to know the answer after listening to the second chapter.
No, Mataji.
Could you please tell who all there in Narayani Sena, Mataji? See, actually, why should we go into that depth of who is there in Narayani Sena? We only have to know Narayani Sena is Krishna's, and Narayani Sena is the biggest in this world. Yes, there are very great heroes in Narayani Sena. Very nice. Thank you for the interesting session. Did you all like it? Was I too quick, girls? Was I going too quick?
No.
Should I slow
No,
down?
Mataji. No, Mataji.
It's clear, it's
No, Mataji.
understandable for all of you.
Yeah,
Yes,
Mataji.
Mataji.
Yeah, Mataji.
I'm so happy
Very
to
nice
see all
session,
of you all participating so actively. In future, we will learn many more things like this together. I will learn, I will teach you. You know anything, you can teach me. Let us share and grow together in dharmic way. Yes?
Okay, Mataji.
So, girls, there is a small announcement that should be done. I actually had to do it initially. That is a quiz. Okay. The things that we learned today, you will be having a small quiz which will have only 10 questions. As soon as the class gets completed, I will share that quiz link in the group. So, every day, if you attend this quiz, and for example, you're attending the quiz, after you submit, you can still see your view score, you can see your score, and at the same time the mistakes you did, you will also have an explanation of your wrong answer. So if what is the benefit, Mataji? First benefit is whatever you learned today, you're going to answer them. So when you answer them, we will have it in our mind. When we have it in our mind, we will try to implement it in our life. Yes, no? It is not just your learning, but you will also implement it in your life. First thing. Second thing, you will all be awarded a certificate for this. You will be given a certificate after completion of this 18 days of Bhagavad Gita course by the temple president, His Grace Vardhakrishna Prabhu. So try attending. Don't worry if the score is less. The important thing is, did I learn anything or no? But the winner of the quiz also will get something. But remember, you all have to not copy. No cheating. Whatever you have learned, try answering like that. Okay? Okay?
Okay, Mataji.
Anything else, girls? Any other questions, or we will close the session? I am so sorry today we have delayed the session because it is first day, but from tomorrow we will try to wind it up by 9, 10. Okay? Thank you so much, girls. Have a happy Krishna conscious night. God night to all of you. See you all tomorrow morning and evening. Have a happy Krishna conscious day also tomorrow. Okay? Hare Krishna.
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.